You don't ever ask yourself why you dey use flour, you dey use sugar, you dey use egg, and sometimes you dey even dey use oil for your baking. Wetin all these ingredients dey do for inside your recipe? Because many people dey no understand wetin all these ingredients dey do, so dey no even know when something go wrong inside their cake or anything wey dem dey bake. They can't even differentiate wetin go wrong. So in this video I'm going to be breaking it down so that you go understand wetin each of this recipe dey do and how to make sure you use them properly to avoid disaster in your cake. If this sounds right, stick to the end of this video so you don't miss any part. Welcome to Allrecipes Baking. If this time is your first time of you seeing my video, you are highly welcome. Here is easy delicious recipe. So today we are going to break this ingredient I just mentioned, how we go fit use them and how we go fit avoid mistake when using them. Number one, flour. Let's start with flour because flour is the structure of your cake. Think of flour as the foundation of your recipe, the foundation of your house. Think flour like this, because if you mix flour with wet ingredients like liquid, milk, egg, it forms something called gluten. Gluten is a starchy network that helps your cake stand up and hold its shape. So flour gives your cake strength, stability, and also it gives it. But the balance is very important. Too much of flour inside your cake go make your cake dey dense. It go make your cake dey heavy, like say they take and stone yourself if you break your head. Because little of flour also e fit make your cake collapse. So sometimes people will say my cake it collapse. So you maybe the flour wey you use too e not reach the quantity of the liquid, so it's going to make your cake collapse. Know when to use the right quantity of the flour. Now you know wetin flour be, so when next you see a recipe, make sure say you follow the recipe so that you don't add excess flour or too little flour to your cake, so to avoid your cake being too dense, too heavy, or your cake dey collapse for inside your oven. Number two, sugar. I call it the sweetness and the softener. Okay, so when some people think say sugar they just na to make your cake sweet only. No, sugar does more than that. Sugar actually make your cake to be soft and also to be light. When you mix sugar with butter, it traps a air bubble, some hole. You go see some hole inside, because this air bubble go help give your cake perfect rising and also give your cake a fluffy texture. Also, sugar dey help your cake to dey super moist. It also help your cake to brown beautifully in the oven, which also provides your cake a good texture. Okay, using too much sugar can cause wahala, and using small too can make your cake dey dry and dey pale. You know, your surface of your cake is now whitish. So sugar is responsible for both sweetener and also e dey responsible for to make your cake dey very soft and light. Number three, the egg. I call it the binder or the lifter. So let's break the egg down. The egg is a binder in your baking, so e dey help all the ingredients when you mix together. E dey bring them so that when you bake finish and you dey cut that cake, the egg play a major role when make your cake not dey scatter. Okay, egg helps your cake rise evenly, because when they heat up in the oven, when they make heat, when they make air fire inside the oven, it now have to expand. Take it like even when you dey for your house and you dey fry egg, when heat meets the egg, e go expand. So this expansion when e dey do, e dey make your cake dey very very solid. E give your cake a very smooth lift and a beautiful texture. Egg also provides color, e also provides moisture, and overall e provides structure for your cake. So egg dey help everything work together perfectly. So the egg na be the reason wey make your cake too, when you dey cut am, the cake no dey pieces, e no dey scatter, because the egg don help the cake dey solidified, dey very solid. So the cake, that is why when you carry and stand, the cake just stand on its own. So now you know the use of eggs in your cake. Number 4, oil, the moisture keeper. So when you see some recipe, you see say instead of butter they use oil. Oil is the reason why our cake can stay for a very long time without drying out. Okay, so oil play a major part in our ingredient because e dey make our the life of the cake dey stay long. Okay, because cake when you make with oil and cake when you make with butter, which one na go dry out fast? The one wey you make with butter go dry out faster than the one you make with oil, because oil dey give a very soft moist texture to our cake and dey keep the life of the cake for a longer day. So oil helps your cake feel tender, moist, soft and smooth. Okay, it is special great for cake like chocolate, carrot cake and sponge cake. When you put all these 4 ingredients when we just mention for this video, the flour when dey give the texture, the sugar when e dey give the sweetness and the softness, okay, and you also have your egg when e dey bind and dey lift your cake. You also get the oil which dey keep everything dey moist. Together all these things dey create a balanced delicious cake for your kitchen. If one of these ingredients come dey too much or one no come reach, e go fit make your cake sef come go dry, or e go make your cake heavy, or even make your cake flat or crumble. That is why it's good for you to understand each of all these ingredients and wetin dem dey do for inside your cake, so that you go know how you go fit avoid am. And with this video, I hope you have learned something today, that you go know when to use your flour or not use your flour essence. That is why when you dey measure and you no get scale, you make sure say you dey very mindful and careful so that you don't overpack the thing. Now when you don understand all these 4 items that we just break down for this video, once you understand wetin each of them dey do, you go see say every time when you dey bake with confidence. You no dey even dey come across all this error, why my cake flat, why my cake not rise well. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more baking tips, and also share this video with others beginners so that they can learn from it. And thank you for watching. Remember, simple ingredients, sweet results every time at Allrecipes Baking. And I will see you in the next video. Love you and bye for now.